Hi everyone, welcome to another class. My name is Veronika. Today we'll be moving through a really nice grounding flow that is meant to get you out of your busy mind and into your body, into your breath, and simply into the present moment. So you can really use this practice whenever you feel maybe a little anxious or overwhelmed, or you just have too much going on in your life. Okay, you don't really need much for today's practice, really just your mat. And if you normally use your props, feel free to grab your blocks, your strap, anything that you're used to having by the side of your mat. And we'll actually start standing today. We'll get into our breath and a little bit of a movement right away. So I'll meet you at the top of your mat. Go ahead and stand at the top of your mat. I'm just gonna face you for this one so you can see what we're doing. And here right away, find a little bit of a wider stance, so a little wider than your hips, and bring a little bend to your knees. So just a little bit of a buoyancy where you feel that you can drop your tailbone a little bit more heavy towards the ground, and you can really relax and drop into your body. And let's just add a few circles with our shoulders to relax the neck. Up, back, and down. So nothing too complicated. Let's do one more just because it feels really, really good. And then drop it down. And then so right away, invite our breath and our movement. So keep that really nice, steady, and buoyant stance. And then from here, bring your palms up, facing towards the sky, fingertips touch, and your hands are somewhere in front of your belly. And the movement here will look something like this. As you inhale, you will draw the breath and the hands up towards the sky and the crown of the head. And then as you exhale, you flip the palms facing the ground, really guiding the breath and the energy down into the earth. So this will be our movement here. Feel free to close your eyes if you feel comfortable. I really encourage you to close your eyes so you can really tune in to the movement and the breath. And all you need to do is really begin to find the breath in your body and just let it flow as your hands and your arms move up and down. And do your best to stay nice and relaxed in your shoulders, in your elbows. Let the breath guide the movement. And if you feel like it, you can also exhale through the mouth. So I'll leave that up to you. Inhaling through the nose and then exhaling either through your nose or through your mouth. And just continue with the movement. We'll stay here for a few more moments just to really get into our bodies and into the breath. And then here, maybe you can even feel the air brushing through the fingertips as you move the hands up and down. So just notice any little sensations. And see if you can begin to go slower. So now that you've settled down a little bit more, slow down the movement, slow down the breath. Let's do 4 more. And really imagine that you are dropping down away from the busy mind, down into the soles of the feet, and through the soles of the feet, down into the earth. So right now in this moment, can you feel the soles of the feet touching the surface of the mat? I think we have one more, last one here. So slowly finishing wherever you are. And then last exhale, really press it down. And then slowly release the arms by the sides of your body. You can straighten your legs a little bit more. You can also bring one hand onto your heart, the other onto your belly. Just pause for a moment. Feel yourself in space. Notice how you feel after the first few movements. Hopefully your breath feels a little bit more spacious and relaxed. And then go ahead and slowly open your eyes. I'm gonna turn facing the front of my mat. Bring your feet now about a hip distance wide. And then inhale, reach the arms up, really stretch up and away from your toes, from your feet, through the fingertips. And then as you exhale, come all the way down to fold. Nice, hinging away from the hips. Fold, drape your upper body over your legs. Release the fingertips either on the floor, on the mat, or maybe hands into your shins as you halfway up. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Let's do 2 more of these. Inhale, lengthen your spine away from the tailbone, reaching through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold. 1 more like this, halfway up. Inhale, really draw your lower belly in and up. And then exhale, fold. Halfway up, inhale. This time look slightly forward. As you exhale, step your right foot all the way back. Lower your right knee down. Bring both hands from the inside of your left foot. And then as you inhale, widen the collarbones. Really stretch through the front of the body. Let your hips sink down a little deeper into the ground. And then as you exhale, pick up your right knee. Begin to curl the chin towards the chest. Press the upper back up towards the sky. Really round like a cat. 2 more just like this. Inhale, lower the knee, reach the heart forward. And then exhale, round. 1 more. Feel your hips sinking down towards the earth. And then exhale, feel the rounding, creating a little bit more space in between your shoulder blades in the upper back. And then release your right knee down, look forward. Both hands are still inside of your left foot. Begin to straighten your left leg, shifting your hips back over your right knee for your half splits. Curl the toes towards the shin, and then right away, can you drop your left hip a little bit more down, and then draw it back behind you. And then notice where you feel the sensation or intensity. And just learn to breathe through it. Take 1 more full round of breath. Inhale, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, last exhale, maybe go a little deeper if you have the space. And then inhale, look forward, rebend the knee. Pick up your right knee and then spin facing towards the right along edge of the mat so you end up in a wide-legged stand. Not gonna hold it for too long, but just move a little from side to side, bending into one knee, then the other. And even though it is a grounding flow, there's still gonna be quite a lot of movement. But this is just really just to show you that you don't have to be necessarily really steady in order to find some calming energy in your body. Okay, and the next time you bend into your left knee, turn facing forward, plant the hands. Let's step back to our plank pose. Hold the plank for a moment. Really engage through the whole body, spread through the fingers, press the hands deeper into the ground. Lengthen the crown of the head forward and then reach the heels away from your head. 1 more big inhale, and then exhale, drop your knees down. At the same time, couple rounds of cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, reach the heart forward. Exhale, round as you press the hands deeper into the mat. Just 1 more. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, round, belly button towards the spine. And then untuck the toes, press your hips towards the heels. A little child's pose, not for too long. And then you wait for your next inhale. Lift up the forehead just a little. Look towards your hands. Slide all the way down onto your belly. So like a cobra or snake, slither down. Toes are untucked. Hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, little cobra, reach the heart forward. Exhale, lower down. Let's do one more. Press the tops of the feet down, squeeze the shoulder blades closer towards each other as you reach the heart forward. And then exhale, lower. Tug the toes. Press yourself onto your knees and hands. And then hips towards the heels, gliding back one movement towards downward facing dog. In your down dog, adjust your stance if you need to. Continue to spread through the fingers. Maybe pedal one knee and then the other. And then feel the hands, the palm of the hand and your feet, your toes touching the mat. So it's really a lot about feeling the sensation, feeling yourself in contact with the earth. And then inhale, reach your right leg long towards the sky. From here, bend the knee, stack open the hip. Keep your down dog shape with your hands. It's only the hip and the knee moving as you draw your right knee in towards your chest, then out to the right, to the side, and back up, open hip. Draw a couple more circles like this, staying nice and steady through the shoulders and your hands. See if you can press the mat further away from you. Last circle, open up. And then square the hips, stretch your right leg super long. And then exhale, step your right foot all the way slowly outside of your right hand. Right foot outside right hand. Spin your left heel down, you keep your left knee lifted. So it's like a warrior two stand. And then begin to walk both hands over to the left corner of the mat. Really ground down through both feet, especially the outer edge of your left foot. Really press it down so you can lift up the arch of that left foot a little bit more. And then drawing the heels energetically towards each other. You can stay on your fingertips, or you can simply plant your palms down as if you were in down dog with your hands. And then continue to press the floor away from you and notice where you feel the opening, the stretch. Breathe through it. One more full round of breath. Relax your head and then look towards the front of the mat. Bring your fingertips underneath the shoulders. Spin onto your left toes. And now listen carefully. Look forward. Big step with your left foot outside of your left hand. So you end up in a little bit of a wider stance. And then right away here, bend into your knees and sit down into a bit of a deeper chair, so more of a squat. As you reach your fingertips forward towards the front of the room to counterbalance. Your weight is in your heels. Send your bum a little deeper if you can. Big inhale. And as you exhale, just fold. Good. We'll do this a couple more times. Bend into the knees. Inhale, deep squat. Reach the fingertips forward. Exhale, fold. Straighten your legs any amount. Doesn't have to be a lot. Inhale, sit down. Exhale, fold. Stay. Fingertips either on the ground or hands into your shins. Halfway up, inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, side out through the mouth. Halfway up, inhale, lengthen. You look slightly forward. Exhale, step your left foot all the way back. Lower your left knee down. Both hands are still from the inside of your right foot. So let's do the same thing, same flow on the other side. Inhale, widen through the collarbones. Sink your hips a little deeper. Exhale, pick up your left knee. Curl chin towards the chest, round the upper back. Inhale, lower the knee. Heart forward. Exhale, push away from the floor as you round. Last one like this. Nice and slow. Do your best to keep your breath smooth and relaxed. No rush. Lower the knee down. Half splits. Begin to straighten your right leg any amount, sending your hips way back behind you. Right away, curl the toes towards your shin, and then I like to bring actually my thumb into the hip crease. So in this case, your right hip crease, and then pull it slightly down and back behind you. And then feel how that changes the sensation in your right hamstring. Pause here. Keep reaching nice and long through the spine. Relax through the face. Last breath. Maybe go a little deeper if you have the space. Nice. And then look forward, rebend the knee, plant the right foot, pick up your left knee, spin all the way to the left corner, left long edge of the mat, and then right away here, bend into one knee, then the other. So nothing too complicated. Enjoy the movement, flowing from one side to the other, walking your fingertips from one corner to the other. Just let it be really natural and fluid. Don't overthink the movement. Okay, next time you bend into your right knee, spin all 10 toes forward, then plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Charge up through the whole body, really hug your muscles to the bones, engage through the legs, hug your belly, knit your ribs. Inhale, lengthen. Stay for the exhale this time. Widen the core bones a little bit more. And then drop the knees, both at the same time. 2 rounds of cat-cow. Inhale, drop the belly, heart forward. Exhale, round. One more. Inhale. Lead with a tailbone as you exhale. Tailbone, low back, mid back, upper back, back of the neck. Spread through the shoulder blades. And then untuck the toes, press hips towards the heels. Now you know where we're going. Inhale, look in between your hands. Slide yourself all the way down. Come onto your belly. 2 cobras. Press the tops of the feet down. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, lower. Keep the elbows nice and close to your sideways. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, down. Tuck the toes. Press yourself halfway up. And then hips towards the heels. And then in one movement, glide back. Downward facing dog. Spread through the fingers. Readjust the stance if you need to. And then inhale, reach your left leg long. Bend the knee, stack open the hip. Adding our circles here, left knee in towards your chest. Out to the left, to the side, and then back up and open. So you're not changing the position of your arms, you're not shifting your shoulders over your wrists just yet. Really drive that movement from your hip and the knee. Last one. And then close the hip. Reach the left leg long. Big inhale. Exhale, big step. Slow with control outside of your left hand. Oh, that's a big one. Spin your right heel, your right foot down while keeping your right knee lifted. Walk both hands over to the right corner of the mat. Press yourself away from the floor. Hug the heels energetically towards each other. Find a little bit more buoyancy in the lower body, in your hips. And just breathe here. Imagine with every breath, you are really grounding yourself down. You're calming the nervous system. You're getting a little bit more connected with your body. And then look towards the front of the mat. Bring fingertips underneath the shoulders. Spin high onto your right toes. Big step, right foot outside of your right hand. Once again, end up in that deep squat. Bend the knees. Reach the fingertips forward. Inhale. Exhale, fold. 2 more like this. Inhale, bend the knees. Send the hips way back. Weight into your heels. Exhale, lower. halfway up. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Side out, exhale. Bring the feet a little closer, hip distance wide. And then inhale, rise up to stand. Rise up, reach up, maybe gaze up. And then exhale, release the arms, either by the sides of your body, or maybe one hand onto your heart, the other onto your belly. Pause here for a moment in your mountain pose, in your Tadasana. Gathering all that breath, all the energy back into the center, into your body. And then as you're ready, open the eyes. Let's set up for a tree pose. Look at your left foot. Spread through the left toes. Really claw the mat with the left toes. And then bring a little bit more weight into your left foot. Bring the right knee in towards your chest. Setting up for your tree, choose your height. So you can absolutely just stay here, your heel on towards your ankle. You can bring the foot towards the shin, or you can bring it all the way up. Maybe help it with your hand. Setting up your foot onto the inseam of your left thigh. And then bring the hands to touch in front of your heart. And as much as you're pressing the foot into your thigh, press the thigh back into the foot. So everything meets in the center. Really hugging that inner line, the inner inseam. And then see if you can stand up a little taller. Relax through your shoulders. Either stay here or reach the arms up towards the sky. Make even your fingertips, your hands really alive. Breathe here, one more full round of breath. And if you're wobbling, that's totally okay. Just keeping your breath nice and smooth. And then bring the hands back in front of your heart, palms touch. Unhook the foot and keep the knee nice and high. We're gonna do one big step, turning to face the right long edge of the mat. So it's a one big opening with the right hip. And up, you end up hopefully somewhat gracefully in your goddess squat. Nice. Sit a little deeper if you can. Toes are pointing out here just slightly in, and the knees are right above your ankles. So keep on encouraging the knees to go nice and wide. And then setting up your hands just the way we did at the beginning of the practice for our breath. Palms facing up, fingertips towards each other. Close your eyes. Inhale, begin to reach the palms up towards the sky, towards the crown of the head. Maybe rise a little taller, straighten-ish through the legs. Then catch the exhale, flip the palms down, sit a little deeper into your goddess. 3 more with your breath. Nice long and smooth, relaxing through the shoulders, through the elbows, and then imagine if calming, grounding energy had a color, what would that color be for you? And then if you can, in your mind's eye, see that color. Last out breath. So just finishing wherever you are. And then in your goddess, reach the arms up and overhead. Really alive through the fingertips, through your hands. Reach for one more big inhale. Stay for the exhale. Maybe sit a little deeper. Feel your own 2 feet on the mat. And then hands onto your hips. Straighten the legs. Feel the release. Turn the toes slightly in, heels slightly out, hinge away from the hips and come all the way down into your wide-legged standing forward fold. Pause here for 2 full rounds of breath. Keeping your spine long, you can hold on to the outer edges of your feet, you can have your hands down on the floor. Choose for yourself. One more inhale. Stay as you exhale. And then lift up halfway. Inhale, look towards the front of the mat, spin all 10 toes forward, step back, plank pose. Right away, lower your knees down. Just one cat-cow, drop the belly, heart forward. Exhale, round. Untuck the toes, press the hips towards the heels. Catch the inhale as you look forward, glide onto your belly. Just one cobra this time. Press the tops of the feet, reach the heart forward. Exhale, lower. Tuck the toes, hips to heels, downward facing dog. Right away, inhale, reach your right leg long, squaring through the hips. Exhale, big step outside of your right hand. Lower your left heel down. This time, instead of walking the fingertips away from you, you keep your right hand, your right fingertips inside of your right foot, maybe hand onto a block. If you're using it, begin to open your left arm up towards the sky. Side angle pose. And if this is too much, if you want to come a little bit more upright, you can bring your forearm onto your thigh. If you want to go a little deeper, then reach your left arm over your ear towards the front of the room. See if you can spin the chest a little bit more up towards the sky as you hug your right bum cheek underneath you. Stay for one more full round of breath, lengthen. And just let the out breath really ground you down. Then look down, release both hands from the inside of the right foot. Lower your left knee down. Heel toe your right foot a little bit more out. Come onto the outer edge of your right foot, curl the toes towards the shin. Either stay here in this variation of lizard. If you like, you can press the right hand into the inseam of the right thigh, spinning the chest up towards the sky. Stay here. Or last option, if you're coming, sweep the right arm up, bend your left knee, grab a hold of your left foot with your right hand. And see if you can guide your left heel a little closer towards your bum. 2 more rounds of breath. Relax through the face. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Nice. Release the foot if you have it. Bring the fingertips down underneath the shoulder. Ground your right foot. Inhale, look forward, pick up your left knee. Big step with your left foot outside of your left hip. This time, just sit down into your Malasana, your yogi squat. Drop the tailbone down. Really press the upper arms into the inner thighs. Widen through the collarbones. Just one more full breath. Inhale. Stay as you exhale. And then lower the fingertips down. Drop the head down, hips up, parallel the feet. Halfway up, inhale, lengthen through the spine. Side out, exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up to stand, reach up. Exhale, release the arms. Standing up for a tree on the other side. Ground down through your right foot, really spread through your right toes, bring the weight into your right leg, and then bring the left knee up into the air. Find your variation of a tree pose. Whatever you did on the other side. And then hands to touch in front of your heart. Find that center, find the midline. Find a steady point in front of you, or maybe even experiment with closing your eyes if you feel really adventurous today. Then either stay or reach the arms up towards the sky. Press the right leg, the right foot stronger into the earth so you can press yourself up and away. Ooh, and getting a little longer. And then slowly bring the hands to touch in front of your heart. Unhook the left foot. And you know where we're going. We're going to end up in our big goddess squat. So opening your hip, turning towards the left long edge of the mat. Big step all the way down. Gracefully or not so gracefully, doesn't matter. Sit down, setting up your hands for our flow. Last time like this, we have 4 all together. Palms up, begin to inhale, reaching the palms up towards the sky. Exhale, guide, ground the energy all the way down. 3 more. And if your grounding, calming energy has a color, see that color behind your eyes. Maybe give it a shape. Go nice and slow. We have our last one. So wherever you are, slowly finishing your last exhale. And keep your legs in goddess. Reach the arms up towards the sky. Reach through the fingertips. Maybe sit a little deeper. This is your last one. Last deep, deep squat. Ooh, and then press into your feet. Straighten the legs. Hands onto your hips. Spin the toes in, heels slightly out. Half open the chest. And then wait for your exhale as you hinge, come all the way down. Relax your head, relax your face. Maybe even shake your head, yes and no, from side to side. 2 rounds of breath. And then halfway up, inhale. Turn facing forward, spin all 10 toes to the front of the mat. Plant the hands, step back, plank pose. Inhale here, lengthen. Exhale, drop both knees down at the same time. Inhale into your cow. Exhale, cat, round the upper back. Then right away untie the toes. Send your hips towards the heels. Inhale, look forward, glide all the way down onto your belly. Inhale into little cobra, reach the heart forward. Exhale, lower, tug the toes, press halfway up, hips to heels. Glide back, downward facing dog. Right away, inhale, reach your left leg long. Exhale, big step outside of your left hand. Keep your right knee lifted, spin just the right heel down. Keep left fingertips from the inside of the left foot. Reach the right arm open towards the sky. Side angle. Bring your awareness to your feet. Feel your own 2 feet firmly rooted, grounded into the earth. Stay, or if you have the space, reach the top arm over your ear. 1 long line from your right heel, from your right foot, all the way towards your right fingertips. Stretch and lengthen and spin the chest a little bit more up towards the sky. And then lower down, gaze down, bring the right knee down. Heel toe the left foot slightly out, come onto the outer edge of the left foot, curl the toes towards the shin. Either stay here or bring the left hand into the inseam of your left foot and just stay here. Or your last option would be bending the right knee, grabbing hold of the left foot with your left hand. Don't let your right shoulder collapse into the center. Really wrap the right shoulder blade down onto your back. Lean a little bit more backwards if you have the space. And release the foot. Look forward, fingertips underneath the shoulders. Pick up your right knee, big step outside of your right hand. Sit down into your malasana, your squat. Last time like this. Close your eyes for a moment. If it feels comfortable, drop your tailbone heavy and feel the really grounding nature of this pose. And then slowly open your eyes, release the fingertips back behind you, and drop your bum down onto your mat. From here, let me turn towards you. Open your legs, your right foot is from the inside of your left thigh, but your angle can be quite nice and wide. So just set this up for yourself, and then right away, right fingertips back behind you. We're gonna open up into our stargazer. So as you inhale, spin onto your right knee, your left foot flat, reach the hips up towards the sky, big inhale. Exhale, lower your hips down. Left forearm or left hand from the inside of the left thigh, reach the right arm up and over your ear. 2 more like this. Right fingertips back behind you. Inhale, press the hips up towards the sky. Exhale, left hand down, right arm reaches up and over. Just last time like this. Inhale, open. Exhale, and drop. Big inhale. So bring your torso upright, and then spin your chest a little bit more facing towards your left leg, and then begin to fold down. Curl the left toes towards your shin. Just a wider variation of your head to knee pose. You don't have to go too far, you don't have to pull yourself anywhere, you don't have to grab your foot. Just relax where you are. 2 more rounds of breath. Keep on lengthening through the spine. Last one, inhale. And a nice long exhale. Stay upright and let's switch sides. So extend your right leg, nice and long. Left foot is inside of your right thigh. Open up your legs nice and wide, so a nice angle here. Left fingertips back behind you. Come stand onto your left knee, drop your right foot down. Inhale, reach the right arm up and over. Exhale, sit the hips down. Right hand from the inside of your right leg. Reach the left arm up and over. 2 more with your breath. And just notice how really even within a lot of movement, there can be still calming and really grounding energy. So we don't have to be necessarily super still in order to find a little bit of calmness and clarity. And that goes not only for being on the mat, but really being off of the mat as well. Come sit upright, turn your chest towards the right leg, curl the toes towards the shin, begin to fold over your right thigh any amount. Relax your face. Okay, bring yourself back up. And guide that right knee and left knee in towards your chest. I'm gonna turn facing the front of the mat once again. You can stay as you are. And from here, bring the knees nice and wide. Feet, soles of the feet touch in your butterfly pose. You choose for yourself how close you want to have your heels towards your groin. The further away, the easier it will be to fold forward. So lift up and away from the waist, hinge a little bit more away from your hips, and then fold any amount. You can gently hold the soles of the feet, you can thread the arms underneath the shins. And here, you can allow your upper back to really round, dropping the head. If you're using a block, you can even place a block on the soles of the feet to support your forehead. 2 more full rounds of breath. Last one. And lift yourself back up. Bring the knees to touch. And then hug your shins. Wrap the forearms over your shins. And just drop the forehead down for a moment. Close your eyes. Lift up the forehead and let's roll all the way down onto our backs. You can hold at your hamstrings, you can reach the fingertips forward as you begin to slowly, one vertebra at a time, coming all the way down. And once you come all the way down, hug the knees in towards your chest. Once again, a little rock from side to side. And then drop both your knees over to the right side as you shimmy your hips a little off to the left. Supine twist. Bring the arms either into T-shape or cactus. You can gaze straight up towards the sky, or if it feels okay for your neck, shift your gaze over to the left side. Relax a little bit more with every exhale. And then engage through the belly, bring your gaze back towards the center, lift the knees, and let's go over to the other side. Shift your hips over to the right, bring the knees to the left. Gaze up or over to the right side. Relaxing through the face, breathing up and down the length of your spine. Soften through the face a little bit more, soften through the whole body, really beginning to drop any weight. And bring yourself back towards the center. Hug the knees one more time in towards your chest. Getting ready for your final rest for your Shavasana. Begin to extend your legs nice and long. Take up space. Arms alongside your body, palms facing up. Wiggle around if you need to. Find really your most comfortable spot. If you want to put any layers on, if you have a blanket nearby, grab it and just get yourself cozy. From here, let's take a big inhale through the nose. Feel the rise of your belly, your chest, guiding the breath up towards the collarbones and up to the crown of the head. Pause there at the top of your breath. See if you can sip in a little bit more air. And then open the mouth, big sigh out. One more like this, big inhale, belly, chest, collarbones, up to the crown of the head. Sip a little bit more in. Pause, hold it. Open the mouth, let go. Relax, relax, relax. Letting go of any tension. Releasing the space in between your eyebrows, the jaw. Just really allow yourself to surrender. Feel the back of your body being supported by the earth. Know that the earth to hold you. All you need to do is to breathe and allow yourself to be held. Slowing down as much as you can. Your breath becomes really natural. Feel free to stay for as long as you like. Really enjoy a nice long Shavasana if you have the time. Stay for a few more minutes. Feel free to pause the video. And then only when you are ready, you will slowly guide yourself out of your rest. You can reach the arms up and overhead. Stretch away from your legs, letting out a sigh or a yawn, and then rolling over onto one side. And only when you are done with your final rest, your Shavasana, you can meet me seated at the front of your mat. Tall, comfortable seat, bringing the hands to touch in front of your heart. Drop the shoulders, relax the face. And then bring the awareness back into the center of your body. And if your calming, grounding energy has a color, if there was a color that you pictured during the class, see if you can come back to it. And then gently bow the chin towards your chest. In gratitude for your body, for this practice, and for showing up. Thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you feel a little bit more settled in your own body, a little bit more grounded, and just ready for the day ahead. And really know that you can use this practice anytime you need simply a little breather, or if you feel a little bit overwhelmed or stressed out throughout the day. Just get onto your mat and connect with your body. And I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.